Yes, sir. You know, you hear something or you learn something new every day. And I learned a new term today, ageism. I guess when a woman is getting older, you can't tell her about herself. How many of y'all go on your social media, you go to the bar, wherever it is, and you know a woman is up there, but she's trying to act like she's not. For these older women, one of the biggest compliment they could get is when they go to the bar and they get carded. I kid you not. You got 30-year-olds competing with girls in their 20s, 40-year-olds competing with girls in their 30s, all because they want to remain young, hip. They want the comments, they want the likes to remain up. The list goes on when all of them, for the most part, are washed. A good amount of girls are washed in their 20s. I kid you not. Sex in the City was a big influencer. We already know women are influenced by reality TV, music, entertainers, people with status. All the list goes on. Sex in the City laid the blueprint, talking about women running wild in the city. Go ahead and be a bachelorette, run through these men, dodge exes. The list goes on. They want to try to revamp Sex in the City. They want to remake it like all of these lazy producers are doing with any and every show that might have been good in the early 2000s. The list goes on. The problem with that is this: time goes on. You can't go ahead and try to revamp Sex in the City and try to pick up where you left off. These women, they don't look the same. They've aged. They have gray hairs now. You got Sarah Jessica Parker scolding critics, calling them calling them out for ageism. What the fuck is that? Because they're saying this isn't Sex in the City, this is Golden Girls. They're not trying to say nothing is attractive about older women, things like that. But let's be honest, let's be real. If we want to talk about sex appeal, we want to talk about being attracted to things, we're not looking for any granny pages when it comes down to TV listings. Let's be honest. Well, with so many women, the problem that they have is that the fact that they are getting older, Father Time is on their ass and they don't want to face the fact. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having the gray hair. You know what I mean? But they're going to talk about it, man. Let's see what they got to say, man.
The next chapter in the Sex and the City series called And Just Like That.
Look at this bullshit. Bros, we go through the city, we see on the timeline, whatever it is, and we see women just like this. Washed up. And they're going out trying to meet young men because they want to feel young again. They want to be that mother figure. They want to look for somebody that they can control because they have been out of because they've been out of control their whole lives. They never had anything in control. So what do they want to do? They still want to go ahead and compete with the younger woman. We've seen it time and time again, bro. Don't waste your time. These women are washed.
Creator Michael Patrick King is upset that some are making comparisons to the Golden Girls, and star Sarah...
As they should. I mean, these middle-aged women do not need to be walking the streets in tight skirts and heels. They need to be walking in scrubs and sweats and walking through the mall or Walmart, wherever it is, buying appliances, home goods. Get the fuck out of here.
Jessica Parker says the misogynist response to things like her gray hair proves that some...
What you mean misogynist? I know it wasn't only dudes saying that they look washed, because you already know that women talk more shit than men. So let's be honest. So what do you call that when women are talking shit about women? What is that? Asking for a friend, because it's not misogynist. She's washed. Look at her hands. I mean, geez.
People still have a problem with seeing women get old on TV.
Nobody has a problem seeing women getting older on TV. We see women getting old all the time. It's about the image. It's about your message. What the hell are you talking about with Sex in the City when all of you guys have gotten older? All of you guys, what? We're supposed to watch a revamped image, a revamped season of Sex in the City where you old women are still going from bar to bar? What are we doing here?
Okay. You know, I mean, maybe she's not talking about me, but I'm sure got a lot of gray on my hair.
If it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Is she correct?
I think she is. I mean, I know when I announced on this show, actually, that I was turning 50, I got so many, what? Oh, why you tell so many people? Oh my gosh, you're 50. And every year, they're like, stop talking so much. But you do look good for 50. Oh, but you're 53 now. Maybe you shouldn't talk so much about it. Like, I think, a woman in her 50s, it just makes people feel uncomfortable.
Only
like
in their 50s? What about later?
Yeah. I think it starts earlier. I think it starts in your 40s, and I think they just try to erase you. I do.
Well, I think the Golden Girls contrast is a compliment. Like, the Golden Girls is one of the best shows ever on television. I love it.
If they wasn't saying that as a compliment, they wasn't saying Sex and the City is the new Golden Girls. Nah, they were calling them Golden Girls because they are washed. Period. I see what you're trying to do there.
I'm funny.
Interesting.
Fun, great characters. So, I mean, I get what she's saying. I get what Sarah Jessica Parker's saying. I love Sex in the City. When I was like in a small town watching Sex in the City, I thought I'm going to go to New York City one day and I'm going to be like one of those girls.
I'm going to have sex in the city.
My mother is watching. That's not okay.
Buy some Manolos.
But so I think that for my generation, Sarah Jessica Parker was like super aspirational for like the boss women that we wanted to be in New York City. But I don't know, the Golden Girls, I love the Golden Girls.
But
it's
it jumps. It goes from Sex in the City to you're either Sex in the City or you're Golden Girls, which misses major pivotal chapters in our lives. And
50s,
we're all aging and we're all going at the same rate.
Well, not only that, but women are, I'm going
to have to jump in right there because let's be honest and let's be real for a quick second. Not all women are expiring at the same rate, and that's due to life choices. That's due to choices such as eating habits, exercising, stressing, working. The list goes on. And to top it all off, a good amount of women are ran through 20s through 40s. You have women in their 20s that are washed, look worse than women in their 30s and 40s. And then that gives those women the right to jump in the bar scene, chasing validation and attention like women in their 20s, like they don't know any better. But that's due to the choices, bad choices of dealing with men, and the choices of feeling like you have all of these options because you are a woman and you feel like a man is going to come and sweep you up off of your feet just because you're still attractive. You have women that have holes wide open, like your coach, made the play call for a 44 blast. You're running right through that. Come on, man. Let's be honest. And I haven't watched Sex and the City, but I already know that it's a spinoff of Living Single, just like so many other shows hijack, quote unquote, black shows.
speak for myself. If I really had, courage, I would let my hair go gray. But then I would look ridiculous, and I won't do it. But I asked my mother, will I ever have an old mother with old gray? Never. She said, I'm blonde till I die. And she was. She was a blonde till she died. But I think that women reinvent themselves now. Yeah. There was a time when women at 40 would be dead.
Yeah.
Because of the lifespan of people. Now we're living to be 100. I mean, with all these medical advances, and people would just take the damn vaccine, they'll live.
Yeah.
To throw that in there, huh? How about you women exercise? How about you try to stress less? Stop trying to put so much on your plate. Do more things that you like. Stop worrying about the negative aspects in life. Stop falling for the okie doke, the fear-mongering tactics, i.e. the jab that she just tried to throw in the mix. This shit has nothing to do with taking the damn vaccine, but she just had to throw that in there. We're talking about women getting older. Dyeing your hair blonde because you don't want to see gray hairs. That's your right to do so. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. And you live and you reinvent and you become something else. And if I didn't keep reinventing myself, you'd never have the pleasure of my company here.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, I am turning 66.
I know.
Saturday.
On Saturday. And my hair is gray. Yeah. So I'm not going to lie.
Where's the gray?
It's here.
Let's be honest. All of us are going to get older. That's inevitable. But if women embrace getting older, this wouldn't even be an issue. It wouldn't even be a segment for me to respond to. Let's be real. Soon as they see gray hairs, arms flapping, age is kicking in, oh no, it's time to panic. But they're just showing their insecurities. We all have that, with overblown reactions to little remarks. What is this, the Golden Girls? Come on now. Who doesn't enjoy those senior citizens, aka the Golden Girls? But just because they're insecure, they know they're getting old, they don't feel secure within themselves. They want to have an overblown reaction to this bullshit. So I've learned a new term, ageism. It's enough of that though, man. I'm out.